Welcome to Nigeria Magazine International Women's Day Award. It's going to be an exciting night. As an organization, we've been around for 13 years. This program today aligns with our vision, mission about empowering women, rewarding women. And I can say that for myself, let me speak for myself, I am a champion of the female cause. And I think what we'll do here tonight will be something that will encourage younger women, younger ladies, and there's going to be a lot of networking. Before I start, let me recognize Her Royal Highness Olori Atuwase III of Warri Kingdom. I also want to recognize Reverend Dr. Yakubu Pam. It was a privilege to have had in our midst today Her Royal Highness Olori Atuwase III of Warri Kingdom. We also had Reverend Dr. Yakubu Pam, the Executive Secretary of Nigeria Pilgrims Board, and other guests that came in from far and wide, from Nigeria, from America, and even from Europe. It's been a long journey for us at Nigeria Magazine. The theme for this year's International Women's Day is something that we align with at the magazine, and we decided this year to honor very amazing women. I've taken the privilege of going through the profiles. I had to just read them one by one, and so it's an honor to stand here and see how we can give award to those who have been nominated.
Again, welcome to Nigeria Magazine International Women's Day Award Ceremony, where we celebrate the achievements of outstanding individuals in their respective fields. I'm honored to be standing here today as we recognize some of the most talented and innovative professionals in our community. We had quite a number of nominations, over 50, and we decided to trim it down to 35 or 36 women, all top-notch. We've got Natalie Campbell, MBE, who is the VC of Westminster University. We've got Esoe Dennis Odaro, who is the head of ESG and sustainability at Pi Partner. We've got Lameve, FEI. Lame is the head of strategy and innovation and sustainability energy customer solutions at SSC Energy. And she's also the board, the co-founder and board chair of Lean In Equity and Sustainability. We've got Adamazi Eli Umeham Maduka. She's a senior software design consultant. We've got Ifi Ayengbu. She's an engineer and the founder of Face Youth. We've got Candieli, founder of Culture Style Week, Cultural Fashion and Arts and Style Mag. We've got Lara Uye Dele, the current president of the Chartered Institute of Housing. We've got Dr. Christina Zhang, the CEO and founder of the Metaverse Institute. Amanda Obidike, founder of STEMI Makers of Africa. Professor Mrs. Stella Chinye Chemeka, she's the VC of the University of Delta in Delta State, Nigeria. Juliet Okene, a certified mindset coach. Patricia Akbo Uye, she's a blogger and a public relations and communication specialist. Lady Loretta Semuta, the founder and president DG of Clean and Beautiful Atmosphere Initiative. We've got Mutiat Dosumu, certified chef and the founder of Smooth Eat and Snap Kids Foundation. We've got Princess Dr. Mrs. Rosemary Rosula Unku Atu, the founder and president of Rosula Foundation. We've got Ajia Ramatu Tijani Aliyu, the minister for FCT in Nigeria. We've got Katrina Leng, the British High Commissioner, and Her Royal Highness Olori Ayevie Rinoya Ivie Emiko Atuwashe III. We've got Chief Mrs. Chinwe Ezenwa, Dr. Iwa Salami, Reader Associate Professor, Director of the University of East London, Center of FinTech. We've got Chief Nike Davis Okundaye, the renowned batik artist and gallery owner and philanthropist. We have Elizabeth Waifo, the managing partner of Radis Legal and Consulting Limited. Brenda M. Okoroba. Brenda is the principal consultant of Moments with Bren. And Linda Joyce Williams Aredo, the clinical director of Charity Wound Care. We've got joint winners, nominees, Joan Maxwell and Maxine Spencer. They are the co-owners of Umoja 3 Business. We've got Akin Shola Koka, senior manager at Deloitte UK. Dr. Chibuzo Uwadi, CEO of Eatwell, Seawell Limited, and she's a STEM ambassador. And the Oracle, Dr. Chi Energy, the Illuminator, and the Oracle of Vision and Eye Care. Got Dr. Kelechi Okoro, multi-award winning medical doctor. Dr. Adaize Okoye, principal lecturer and equality, diversity, and inclusion lead, School of Business and Law at the University of Brighton. Tolulope Olorundero, founder and principal consultant at Monstro Communications. Dr. Blessing Enakimo, CEO Ble Global Limited. And Sansha Alasha, she's the head of EDI, London Southbound University, and a consultant. Rosalie Adewu Yi, social educator, gender advocate, and blogger. Hawaii Yakubu, product manager. Hawaii Suleiman, strategic human resources business partner. Prayer Nwangbo Zo Ikegwonu, humanitarian aid worker, founder NASA Agape Foundation. So I've just run through very quickly. The selection process was based on the 5 pillars of wealth: business, finance, social, cultural, and intellectual fields. And we really had quite a range of women, from scientists to doctors to engineers to philanthropists to activists to philosophers, you name it. And it was such a joy to hear them, or to hear those people who came to represent them as well. It was really an exciting night. Before we begin, I would like to take a moment to introduce you to a new initiative that we are proud to launch today. This initiative is set to foster a community of entrepreneurs, investors, and mentors that aims to connect professionals and founders from different sectors, build capacity, and create sustainable wealth. We believe that this initiative will provide a unique opportunity for individuals to collaborate, for individuals share knowledge and form partnerships that will benefit both their personal and professional lives. By connecting with like-minded individuals and learning from experienced mentors like the women that we have here in this event and who have been nominated, our members will be able to take their businesses and ideas to the next level. We are committed to fostering an inclusive and collaborative environment where everyone's voice is heard and valued. We believe that by promoting ethical and socially responsible business practices, we can create a community that not only supports the growth of its members, but also contributes to the well-being of society as a whole. Now, I would like to extend a call to action to everyone seated here today. We invite you to join us in this exciting new initiative, to become a part of a community that is dedicated to innovation, collaboration, and creating sustainable wealth. Whether you are an entrepreneur, an investor, or a mentor, we believe that you have a valuable role to play in our community. And we would be honored to have you join us. In closing, I want to thank all of our award nominees again, guests and partners for their support. And I look forward to working with all of you as we embark on this new and exciting journey together. To kick off the award, the first person we are going to call will be Her Royal Highness Atuwashe III. I would like to call Ms. Bumi to come and do the introduction for Her Royal Highness.
Good evening, everyone. I'm just going to be reading her profile quite briefly. Her Royal Highness Olori Atuwashe III, Queen Consort of Warri Kingdom, is a visionary leader with a heart for humanity, human enterprise, education, and capacity building for women and children. A qualified lawyer with an LLB from the London School of Economics, she was called to the Nigerian bar in 2010. She is a member of the CIARB Nigeria and has certifications from the Nigerian Chambers of Commerce and Chambers of Maritime. She has a strong entrepreneurial drive and has founded several businesses across industries. Her Royal Highness also sits on boards of the Wells Property Development Company, the Wells Carlton, and the Wells Bakehouse. She is constantly on the lookout for opportunities to create value through enterprise. Beyond enterprise, Olori Atuwashe III has a passion for coaching young people and mentoring them at various learning phases with practical skills through education and vocational training. A dedicated philanthropist, she is the founder of Abbas Jewels, a community for over 60 women who together raise funds to impact the community through outreaches, food drives, hospital, and prison visits. As the president of RIG Africa, a prophetic training organization, she trains people to hear God for themselves in ways that are practical and applicable to everyday life and work. Olori Atuwashe III has established initiatives targeted at combating poverty, illiteracy, and infant mortality in the Warri Kingdom under the Royal Iwere Foundation. A builder at heart, Olori Atuwashe III is determined to leave a legacy of education and empowerment in the Iwere Kingdom, Nigeria, and beyond. In her words, seeming failure does not qualify you. It's just an indication that you're going in the wrong direction, and it's time to learn something new. She is happily married to her husband and king, His Royal Majesty Olu Atuwashe III, Olu of Warri, and together they have 3 beautiful children, Shimaye, Temisan, and Timei. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. And it's my absolute pleasure to be here today with you all and to be awarded amongst all the awardees here today, such notable women, and you all look very beautiful. Please give yourselves a round of applause. I'd like to thank the Nigeria International Magazine for this award, and also I can't go any further without thanking my mom. I feel like we're doing this today together. She's here with me, and my sister Debbie as well, and all my sisters. So I actually had a few friends that flew in from Nigeria just to support me for this award, and Bumi, Olori and Intikan, and I think that that's the beauty of women, because we find a way to support each other regardless. And I thank you for celebrating that today. I'm a big fan of women. I don't know if it's because I'm a woman as well, but I think that that when you empower a woman, you empower an entire community. And having been in the position that we've been in just over a year now, almost 2 years, I've come to see the importance of really stepping out and speaking for women. I can't go any further without thanking my husband, Oluwatuashe III, the Olu of Warri, whose leadership has made way for key initiatives. In fact, his leadership is the reason I'm standing here. He took a risk and put a woman at the forefront, or gave a woman a platform in a very traditional institution. That's not really being done ever. And I believe that because of him, many will be speaking about this in the traditional sector in Nigeria. In Nigeria, queens are barely seen, if that, definitely not heard. However, because he decided that, you know what, whether it be empowerment or anything else, your voice needs to be heard. I'm going to give you a platform and I'm going to give you a name. And so I just want to celebrate men like His Majesty who empower women and see our value. To this wonderful organization, I want to say thank you once again. I seize this opportunity to commend the outstanding involvement of Nigeria Magazine in creating a window through which the world can view and appreciate Nigerians, especially in the diaspora. I believe the diaspora is about our 5th largest economy, they said. And I'm here today hoping to encourage all of you guys, regardless of the political climate at home, to come back and sow. Because we need you. We can't actually do it without you. We need you in Nigeria. We do. We might not need your physical presence, but we need your money. And so I'd like to encourage all of you to come back and build a better Nigeria for our children. Because no matter what, no matter how long we last here, no matter how long we live here for, Nigeria is their home, Nigeria is their blood. So thank you all for this wonderful award. God bless you. God bless Nigeria Magazine. God bless the Warri Kingdom. Thank you very much.
The next award is going to go to Hawa Yakubu. Next award is going to go to Reverend Dr. Yakubu Pam.
Reverend Yakubu Pam is a theologian, a preacher of the gospel, a consummate and accomplished administrator, a peace builder, a leader of leaders, a detribalized Nigerian, and a reconciliator par excellence. Reverend Pam rose to become the pioneer general superintendent of the Assembly of God Church, Northern Nigeria in 2020, a position he's currently holding. It is on record that the landmark achievements of Reverend Yakubu Pam during his tenure as CAN chairman, Plateau State has remained unrivaled and unprecedented. The courage and boldness which he overtly exhibited and demonstrated in the public lab before a sitting president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, where he stood on the side of God and man, makes him a dependable and fearless preacher of the gospel. In 2008, this quintessential coach of the coaches was also unanimously elected the chairman of the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, North Central Zone. More so, Reverend Pam, a reverend gentleman of humble and calm disposition, was elected the chairman of CAN for the 19 northern states, including FCT in 2016, and is still currently the chairman to date?
Let me say this. It's not meant to embarrass him, but he is a unique gentleman. A round of applause for him, please. And I say this with all sense of humility, in the sense that the position he currently occupied was troubled, was very troubled, but he has steadied the ship. He has brought dignity and honor to the faith which he represents. And so he is unique in the sense that he has truly looked out for women. And so it's a women's event, but he's the only gentleman receiving an award. So a round of applause for Reverend Dr. Yakubu Pam.
The chairman of the Nigerian International Magazine, all the co-founders, our dear brothers and sisters, more sisters than brothers, that are here today, Nigerian, distinguished Nigerians, very good, beautiful, and handsome faces that are here. I greet you all in Jesus' mighty name. I'm glad to be here this evening. I was afraid of coming because when they say it's a woman function, and I asked the person who asked me if I could accept it, I am a man. How can I accept an award that is meant for women until you convince me? And when he started giving me reasons, I indeed agree with him because I have done a lot for women. As the Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Christian Pilgrims Commission, which I'm glad to let you know that even presently that I'm here, we have over 300 Nigerians in Israel right now. Starting from the 16th of December last year, people have been on pilgrimage, and one will wonder what is happening. There is election. Nigerians have been on pilgrimage with women, with youth, and with men. I want to let you know that our country is moving forward because there are women like you who have asked, even if I'm not going to see a sight, I'm just going to pray that Nigeria should not fall down. And I see a lot of them who go to the Wailing Wall, like you, with tears. Some of you are here, you're so happy. But if you go down to the rural areas in Nigeria, where some of us come from, where people are looking for food to eat, most people you will pity in such situation are women like you. Some of the women like you goes out to look, goes out to farm, goes out to shop, to sell, come back home and meet some of the men who are lazy, still playing draft and all the rest. Yet they beat them. If there is no food, they beat them. This same woman, there's a tradition that they do not have a portion in their father's property. If children are sick, they don't go to the father, they go to the mother. I'm proud to come here to identify with the women of Nigeria. And I will continue to speak for women. There is no time to tell you more about what we have done. In terms of peace, the Southern Kaduna peace, today there will have been no Nigeria if the crisis of Southern Kaduna was to continue. But some of us, I went there with a lot of people. I lead a delegation to make sure that there is peace in Kaduna. And since then, we have witnessed the return of peace. But you know that peace is not the absence of crisis. So much is still happening in Nigeria. But as I sit here, I have only one prayer I ask of you. Even if you're not in Nigeria, will you indeed dedicate your time, the useful time, early in the morning to ask God, let Nigeria not fall, because a lot of poor people will have nowhere to go. And there is no any country in Africa that can host us if we are down. God bless you.
We're going to call the different categories. So the first one I'm going to call, it's not quite in order of the program. It will be on intellectual field. So the first nominee I would want to call for the award is Professor Mrs. Stella Chinye Chiemeka. Somebody is going to represent her daughter. Please come forward.
I'm happy to be here to present my mom. She's the Vice Chancellor of the University of Delta Agbo. She's a Professor of Computer Science and Information Technology. She's happy to receive this award. Thank you very much. And my name is Dr. Eunice Agimi.
The second awardee for this category is Ife Ayegbu. Somebody is here also to pick up for Ife.
Okay, my name is Nkechi Izuchukwu. I'm here to receive the award on behalf of Ife Anyebu, who is the founder of Face Youth Charity. And I want to say that she's very grateful to be honored by this award. And of course, that she's not going to relent in the good work that she's doing through her charity. Of course, through the charity, she's touched lives of children and young adults and their families by providing like food and clothing, and also empowering them and indigent students by offering scholarship through the charity. Thank you very much.
So the next awardee for tonight is Dr. Christina Yang Zhang.
Oh, wow. This is a nice surprise. I feel deeply honored and flattered to be here today. And I actually want to give you some figures. According to the latest UN statistics, it will take another 300 years to achieve gender equality for our society, which is really, really bad. And there is another statistics. Every 11 minutes, one woman or girl is dying as a result of domestic violence. So I really echo your excellency, your point about how we should really champion like gender equality across society, not only in Nigeria but around the world. But also, the positive note is, according to McKinsey, if we support women into leadership positions around the world, we are going to create another 12 trillion US dollars in the next 10 years. So I think it's really important that we should not only celebrate the great achievement of every single woman in this room, but also every single woman and man in our society. Because by acknowledging the beauty of being different, whether it's race, religion, or background, or culture, or language, that's the true beauty of humanity. And maybe you want to know a little bit about me, I guess. Sorry. I was made in China, as you can see. Reinvented in the UK. And I'm the CEO and founder of the Metaverse Institute. So anyone heard about the Metaverse? Yes. And I was a little bit crazy, I've been told, because I started the journey in 2006. I was doing my master and PhD using Second Life, the world's first metaverse, to develop international strategies for universities, and then using digital twin in the metaverse environment to simulate for the construction industries, which I completed in 2012. So I want to tell you that it doesn't matter what other people say, you should work your own way and really unite every single person around you to really contribute to a better society, a more sustainable future. So thank you so much. Let's do it together.
The next one is Dr. Chibuzo Uwadi.
I stand here not just to talk to you about going to see an optometrist to wear glasses. It's about saving the sight of the African child. So if you haven't had an eye test, if you don't eat right and you eat fufu morning, afternoon, night, stop. You're putting yourself at risk. Because when you don't see well, you will lose productivity. And I just pray that we just early detection, early eye examination, and we can all rejoice to save the world and make it sustainable. Thank you.
Thank you. The next category is for social. And the person who is going to get for this category is Princess Dr. Mrs. Rosula Umku Atu. Somebody is here to collect on her behalf. Please, can you come?
Thank you so much for this award. We at the Rosula Foundation appreciate it. Princess Dr. Rosula Atu is a philanthropist at art, and she is a woman true and true, pro-woman, a feminist. And I'm so proud of her and would like to say thank you again. Thank you.
The next person for this award is Prayer Uwangboso Ikegwono. Is anybody here to pick on her behalf?
I'm here to support NASA Agape Foundation. This is an organization, an NGO in Plateau State, Nigeria, which was founded in 2018. I actually joined the organization about 3 years ago because they are particular about children. They believe that if you impact a child, you will impact the whole world.
Next category is on finance, and I am pleased to call on Elizabeth Uwaifo.
What can I say? This has taken me by surprise because I'm just here to support Katie and Esosa for the wonderful work they do. So I must start by saying a big thank you to them. They have for decades relentlessly pushed the case for Nigeria and the case for women. Thank you for all you've done to sensitize all of us to why it's important to consider our home and how we contribute to improving the lives of our fellow Nigerians. I'm doing the best I can in the area of finance to see how we can ensure that there's more finance available for the developments that we need in that country. And thank you to all of you for what you do and for being here. Thank you.
The next awardee is Dr. Iwa Salami.
I'm grateful to be appreciated, and thank you for everything that you're doing. I mean, this evening has been fantastic, lovely. Just what everybody has said in terms of how women need to be encouraged and empowered, you know, and women sort of supporting each other. You know, I think it behooves us here as women to just carry on and continue to do that. And in that vein, I'd also like to really thank Mrs. Elizabeth Uwaifo, who nominated me for this, and who has been so supportive of our Center of FinTech at University of East London that I direct. So thank you so much for all you're doing. Keep up the good work. God bless you.
I am really shocked. I was not prepared for this at all. So let me start by just saying, this is not for me. I'm really dedicating this to all you wonderful women, women who empower others. This is the only way we get ahead. My goal is to change the face of leadership. I say this a lot because oftentimes when I turn up in my role, wherever I am, people don't expect me. They expect somebody else. And I always have to over-assert myself and justify my presence, which I don't want the next generation to do. So my young daughter, who's 6 years old, Penelope Enibuku, I do not expect for her, when she's my age, to be going through the same things I'm going through anywhere in the world. She should be accepted just on her merit. So this here, I dedicate, first of all, to my late mother, Irene Ododo Udaro, who was an absolute pioneer and champion of women. And more than anything, I want to thank you, Esosa. You are an angel in the terms of supporting women and just putting this together. May your life be proof that God is real. Thank you very much for this. I'm so honored, and congratulations to all the winners today. This is for all of you as well. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The next category is culture. And I would like to call on Candy Ellie Graham.
I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much to Nigeria Meg. Thank you so much to Esosa and her husband for all the work that they do. It's been a really long journey, as you know what, my old friend Belgie could even probably tell you how long I've been grinding for. But I just wanted to say something really quick, which is not to give up on your dreams, because what I'm actually doing now, although it's really grown so much in the space of like a year, it's a dream I had over 10 years ago. And I just didn't know how to get started. I kept thinking other people could do it better than me, but nobody was. And so I took a chance last year and I launched something called Cultural Style Week in London. And this year it's launching in Cape Town, South Africa, the Netherlands, and hopefully Paris too. So it's just about not giving up on your dreams and trusting in God's timing. Thank you.
The next award goes to Dr. Adaize Okoye.
I'm very grateful to be nominated for culture because I'm passionate about the Nigerian culture, my own culture, and also I'm passionate about the young being able to connect back. So I work with a lot of young ones in Kent and in diaspora, and I think it's good, like we've heard today, to connect back home, but to keep the culture alive here. So I want to say thank you to the Nigeria Magazine for this opportunity. Thank you.
The next category is that of business. And I would like to call on Sancha Alasha.
Yeah, as all the other awardees have said, it's a great privilege and honour to be awarded. And can I just say, I love reading the Nigeria magazine. I've been reading it for many, many years. If you're not subscribed, can you please subscribe and find out more about this beautiful country? But thank you to the organisers. Thank you for placing me in a room with such inspirational women, and I hope we can learn, grow and support each other. So thank you.
And the next one is Lameve FER.
So first of all, thank you, Katie. Thank you, Esosa. Thank you, the Nigeria magazine. And I've got my childhood friend in the back there, Messi. Thank you for coming to support me. I really appreciate it. So my journey started in the energy sector. I spent my entire career there. And one of the challenges I faced living in the diaspora is the dichotomy between the global north and the global south. If by the end of this decade, we're going to still have 600 million people in sub-Saharan Africa without access to any form of energy, I think that the whole energy transition conversation is not just and it's not fair. And therefore, how can we change that narrative? What can we do differently to ensure that we're lifting people out of energy poverty? So when I'm not doing my day job, I also moonlight as a Gender Diversity Network co-founder. And that's really about empowering women in male-dominated sectors to have the right tools and strategies to navigate the inevitability of bias. Because unless we can really give people the right toolkit, we're setting them up for failure. So I want to say thank you to everyone and congratulations to all the awardees and all the nominees. I think together we go further, right? So one of my favorite quotes is an African quote, which is Umbutu. I see you and you see me. Congratulations and thank you very much.
To be nominated by your own was an honor. To win, wow. This award, I dedicate this to my mother. My mother's Jamaican, and she came to Nigeria with my father after meeting in this country in the 60s. And then, Jamaicans used to be afraid of Nigerians, of Africa. My mother went home. She was like, that's where we come from. And she went to a country where she hardly could speak the language in certain places, but she was welcomed. Nigerian women, we're formidable. Formidable. I'm very, very proud to receive this and to be amongst all of you. I have been in the diaspora for too long. And I'm going back to Nigeria this year after 31 years. But Nigeria has never left my heart, ever. I went to Federal Government College, Shagamu. I didn't graduate, but I was there in Nigeria long enough to be able to learn how to speak Yoruba. So when I go home, they might try to be talking and treating me like a foreigner. I am no foreigner. Nigeria never left my heart. And I'm very proud, and I thank you so much, Esohe, for nominating me, for seeing me. Thank you.
Is Dr. Blessing Enakimio.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here. Thank you for taking the time to honor women.
and thank you to both of you for what you're doing. It's not always easy to stop what you're doing and look out for others, because we're all very me conscious most times. But I really want to say collaboration is a currency. You know how Bitcoin came in and we're all just thinking, how does that exist? Currency. Watch out for collaboration. People coming together. Remember back in the old days, trade by barter. There was no money. You exchange what you want for what you need, what you have. I think collaboration is another thing coming, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who's put this together. Thank you for my friends from Ndibo Kent, Ndibo Kwenu. Correct. Thank you.
Well, it's been a great event today, and I'm eagerly looking forward to the one we're going to have next year. I would like to thank our sponsors and those who supported us for this event. I think it's important to also mention like MEPON, AB Cargo, Radix, Rosula Foundation, and many more who have given their support that has ensured that this program went on smoothly.
Keep note. Something exciting is coming up. We will do more because we need to celebrate what we are doing. Everything cannot be doom and gloom. We need to celebrate ourselves and the impact that we are making in the community. Together, we will do much more.